Welcome to today's video playbook breakdown. We're going over the Louisville Cardinals playbook here, and we're going to focus on their three best formations to run a really high level offense here. That's going to be trips, tight end, offset, weak. Then you're going to have pistol, wing, slot. I think it's the best pistol set in the game. And then you also have the I form slot, one of the best running under center formations in the game. So bunch of good stuff here in this Louisville playbook. Let's break it down. And real quick, if you guys want to check out the description below, come join our free Discord channel so you can chat it with other community members. We have weekly calls. We discuss things. If you guys aren't a follower to the channel, consider doing that. Check us out on Patreon. A lot of good exclusive stuff over there. All right, let's break down this Louisville playbook. So the first formation here we're going to talk about is the pistol wing slot. And just going over the runs here, the zone, weak, dive, and the stretch are going to be our favorite ones here. First one we're going to take a look at here is the stretch. And the cool thing is if you flick your right thumbstick to the left, you can flip to play without giving it away. So it's all about reading the numbers where you think you have the best advantage in the run game. So here, just let the blocks develop here. You're going to wait and not hold turbo until you want to hit the hole and go upfield. So the good thing here about this stretch run, but this wide zone is very good run, very patient, and the one thing I like about it is there is opportunities and lanes based off the user here that will give you the opportunity to either cut it back upfield or just be able to kind of just continue to run outside. But right here, right, let's take a look. You see the linebackers kind of pursue to that side, leaving a cutback lane open. So big play. That's why we really like that play as our staple play. And then, of course, you have the zone weak. Zone weak almost is a little bit better at allowing you to go to cutback lanes and things like that nature. I also feel like the zone weak kind of also freezes the middle linebackers a little bit more as well, allowing these runs to get open. And again, just all about the blocks. And you see a nice little shifty running back here. We're able to get like a nice little 30-yard touchdown. But the zone weak, the stretch, just these different runs, you being able to flip it to either side, and just kind of being able to pick your holes is going to make this extremely good. And then now we're going to go into my favorite play, which is the RPO power G bubble. So first thing is you obviously see this right guard is going to be pulling to get out. So there's two reads on this. Number one is the bubble. So you're always going to watch the slot corner. If there's somebody lined up over there, if he crashes towards the run, you have the bubble. If he veers out, then you just keep it with the run, and same principles apply to your running game. There they actually did a pretty good job of stopping it, which is always a possibility here. But you see, again, now here we're able to get 5-6 yards. So sometimes it depends on the front, especially where this guard is pulling from. That kind of allows this guy to kind of like come in untouched. And there's one where we kind of get that slot defender to backpedal, and that leaves us open for 6 or 7 yards. So again, I really like that play because I feel like a lot of times people end up committing a lot of resources to stopping the run and loading the box. So then we're going to have PA boot left. I am more of a fan of flipping this to your quarterback's strong hand. And what I'm going to do here is put B here on this corner. And then your reads are just going to be pretty simple. If you have B on the corner, you have A on this crosser, RB on this underneath. And you see easy play there. Now, the only thing you have to be careful about this with is if people are containing or if they are pass committing, high-end awareness on the D end. Sometimes they may not fall for the bootleg, and they will be right on you. And here, actually, I left the guy on his double move post. He was wide open for a touchdown. I meant to put him on a corner. Kind of one of those things that accidentally worked, but trying to sit here and show you again. Able to find this tight end here on this drag. We haven't been able to find the corner yet, but again, a nice little play that's going to mix up with your run game. So, but yeah, our other favorite pass play out here is going to be PAX post. Nothing crazy special, but what I like about it here, RB is going to be your read on this check down. But I really like this sharp cutting post from X. he is going to get underneath B, as B will occupy the deep safeties. You see here, nobody stays in that flat area, so the tight end on the drag is just going to be wide open. And a lot of users actually get stuck. Once you run the ball enough, they kind of freeze in the middle once they see the play action. They're like, oh man. So that's usually where that drag is going to come open. But here is where I like that post. And again, users are going to have to really be on top of their switch stick or really on top of the play action and just running straight back, because that is just going to get there really kind of fast here. As you see right there, it's almost right after we come out of the animation, we're already ready to throw this into the seam. So great concept is PAX post. You have your bubble, you have PA boot, and then you have your stretch, your wide zone weak. Again, bunch of good plays in here out of this pistol wing slot. Last formation, we're going to jump into I-form slot. Again, I think this is the best I-form formation in the game, but I also think this specific I-form slot is the best variation of it in the game, and it's in Louisville's playbook here, as they have the power alert bubble, the power G, duo alert bubble, toss, lead dive, power O, stretch, and then almost all the runs are play action plays except for one. So run play action is going to be the key in this book here, in this formation. Let's just start here with stretch. Again, stretch, we talked about this in the pistol set earlier. If you want to run it to the other side, flick your left stick to the right. Always go towards the side with the number advantage that you think you have. Ability to cut back, don't hold turbo. So if you can get outside, that's great. Now we flip it here. And again, just beat my defender to the edge. Again, we're getting 6-7 yards here. So pretty obvious what we're doing. But once you have them really committed down and you see this, maybe the slot corners cheating in, we have the ability to throw the bubble or just hand it off here on the run. They played the bubble, so we just hand it off. But hoping that we can get a look here to really show you why right here. That's where the bubble is going to come into play. People are really going to have to key in on stopping the runs out of this formation. So obviously we have stretch here, but also that duo alert bubble. Then you're going to have, or that was power alert, or duo alert bubble, power alert bubble, whichever one. But the duo, both bubbles work the exact same. Power G might be my other favorite run here because you have the fullback, but you also have this pulling guard. So you're really going to get outside here. And you see it's just going to be big opportunities here for a home run play. But yeah, last time we take a look at it here again, they kind of have numbers here, but you're able to just find a lane without holding turbo. And again, just getting consistent yards, which is the most important thing. And then if you want to go power O, we'll go power O. We will just flip the play to the left, so that way we're mixing stuff into the left. And then, like I said, you have these really good play action plays to add in. Sprint halfback flat, PA flood. We'll just go PA power O is also really good. We'll go PA sprint halfback flat. Again, you're just going to hit hike here, little fake, running back in the flats. Nice little play. Again, people are not going to be expecting this. So our last play we're going to take a look at here is Y cop smash. There's two ways I like to run it. The short yardage or simple stuff just to get the passing and going. I'm going to put X on an out route, B on a zig, and then we're just going to put A here on a crosser. So if nothing's there, we'll throw it away. But we're going to look here at the slot corner. If he's going to play B, if the outside corner backs up, we have X. Just kind of simple reads here. You see this guy, outside end linebacker, didn't have enough leverage, so we knew that zig route would be there. Now you look here, that outside corner plays back, doesn't come down, allows the out route to be there. Now, setup 2 is you're going to have X on a comeback here. We're going to put B on a zig, and then didn't get a chance to finish there. A was supposed to go on a post. So, again, here now we have the tight end on the post, put our running back here on a Texas, and it's just going to be pretty simple reads here. Hit the tight end on the post there. I should have let him actually clear there a little bit. Last time we're going to run it here, come back. You're going to have your B on a zig, tight end on the post, running back here on the Texas. You see here is the Texas, but we're going to find this post just wide open over the middle, and that's going to be a big contribution because the comeback is going to pull the outside third down, allowing that tight end to get open over the middle. So that's going to be our I-form slot here out of the Louisville Playbook. Make sure you guys are running this. This is going to be probably the best formation for running in the game here, so make sure we're adding that into our scheme. Next formation we're going to take a look at here, trips, tight end, offset week. And right away we're going to go into probably the easiest play is verticals. Verticals, again, is super simple here. You don't have to do anything to the play. I just prefer to add X here on a comeback. So that way I have something here on the left side. So it's not just streaks and deep stuff going across the middle. One of the main reads is going to be this running back, though, on this out route. It's almost like a speed out route. You're going to watch how he gets underneath. He kills a man, and he really gets that boost that he gets underneath zone. So users really got to take that away, or they got to play hard flats. If they play hard flats, really what's going to do, it's going to leave open this comeback. They were just kind of in man coverage. So again, just real quick, now one other variation is you could put A here on a streak and then Y on a drag. So you're creating a mesh concept here, Y, RB. Then you have the streak with the crosser here. So you almost have levels concept with YB, but also the running back and Y are creating a mesh concept. So again, you can keep that comeback out here. So again, now you look. Again, running back, wide open, able to get some easy yards here. Again, just kind of just showing you just the different things you can do out of this formation. Now this drag is coming across. That's easy money. And then finally take a look here. We're going to get man. The comeback's going to win. The running back's going to win. And then this crosser here, assuming we get enough time, he is going to win. We get a blue throw. Of course, we overthrow it. Would be a touchdown. But verticals is just the simplest play to run. You can run it stock, one adjustments, multiple adjustments, give it different looks here. Next play, we're going to take a look at read Y corner. So one of the things I like to do here, comeback route here on the outside. Let's just work on this alone here again. So you read the flats taken away, comeback. So it's going to be simple. It's going to work against man. It's going to work against cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. It doesn't matter. Run this again. Take a look here. You see, again, they take away the flats. Just that comeback is just money. So especially if you have a really good, nice route running receiver, that is just going to work consistently. Now, the adjustment I may make here, I may put A here on a streak. I'm going to stem B down a little bit. Then I'm going to put running back on a streak. So now what this is going to do is we have this post that's going to go across and underneath the tight end streak, getting over across the middle for a huge gain. Or if this middle linebacker tries to follow it, you'll have the running back right here like this. You can throw it to him and get, anywhere from 10 plus yards. So huge gain. They got to respect all the routes on the field. That is the point here. Now we take a look here again. That is where the crosser gets open. So again, easy play, comeback. You got the flat, you got this crosser. The tight end is really just trying to stretch the defense out. And then, of course, your running back is your little safety valve right here. Again, blue throw, we somehow miss it. But you see easy plays, read wide corner, complements verticals. One of the better 1-2 punches. And then, of course, the other one that people really like is middle slant. So nice little popular setup is people are going to stem down B. You're going to have this drag slant combo behind it. Again, X will be our read on the comeback. And then I'm just going to reflat RB. So I'm creating this high-low on the left. We got levels in the middle, tight end here on the right. So you just take a look. Your first read should always be the drag or the slant. How quick they get across the formation. There is the drag. It's about 3 to 4 yards. So we'll see if we can look at here. Hopefully they don't bat that down. There is the slant. And actually, even though that number 2 kind of ran across the screen there, he actually left this table route wide open, which, again, 4 receivers on one side of the formation really messes up match coverage. So this is something right here. You see they really do it again, and that's where that running back's going to get open. So Comebacks are going to work. We've shown that. Table route is really going to work. And then you have this drag slant combo. And then we'll see here if we can find our B route here. See if he gets in a nice little spot. That's a really tough throw to make, so obviously that's not what we want to do. Here, this is a good alignment. This is where something can work where it's only linebackers. They're kind of in this man coverage, and you're really just reliant on him getting outside and a decent pass. But the one other thing you could do, you could put B here on a cross. You could put him on a post. So now he is stretching the field in the middle. You see, that's where you see all these guys in the middle are dropping for the drag and the slant. So again, just something to add into this play to really make that B receiver now a threat as well. One other play here you can run here is PA flood. I'm going to run this to the left side of the field here. You could absolutely run this to the right, but you're going to have this post from the tight end that we talked about in our last play. You're going to have a bubble, but you're going to have this flood with the Y and the X here. Take a look. Bubble screen right there. You're able to get, we catch it about 5-6 yards. If I'm going to make any one adjustment on the plates, I'm either going to put B on a zig here or B on a drag. Watch them get across the formation here. But you see here, that zig allowed us to find the corner. I think we caught that out of bounds. But again, just kind of take a look. Now the zig here. And of course, play actions are always going to be set up on our ability to run the ball. So we're going to now just kind of show the runs. You have your inside zone. Your power has the pulling guard. So it's almost like a base. You have outside zone. And then, of course, you have the RPO read bubble. But you also have this RPO buck alert stick. So we're going to run RPO buck alert stick. Everybody knows how to run the bubble. But you have the ability to run, hit the bubble, and or this little hitch. So we're just going to take a read here. Watch the guy over the hitch. Nope, nothing there. We will just hand it off. Make guys miss here and just kind of get a nice little quick touchdown here. But you really want to see where these guys are lined up. Here, this looks like it possibly could be man. The handoff will be there. Take a look. Again, that is where it's coming out. And so, again, very, very productive RPO. Really want to show the bubble. So here's the bubble. Obviously, we're able to make a guy miss, get about 10 yards. But there is a nice alignment here where you get this hitch. And it could be a quick throw. This should be one where the B route could work possibly. You see here, nice. But now again, you have the RPO read bubble. That one is always nice because now you have the ability. So here on the RPO read bubble, it looks like we have numbers to the left. We're going to take these numbers here. The bubble gets open. And again, if our guy holds his blocks, it is going to be just huge yardage for us. If not, and they play it, then you have the ability to keep it with your running back by not pressing anything. And you also have the ability to keep it with your quarterback here. As you see on this play, if they get really aggressive, just trying to stop your run. So the RPO read bubble is going to complement the RPO buck alert stick. Obviously, you have a bunch of good pass plays. And then probably my favorite run play, the inside zone is nice and the outside zone is nice, but I really like the power because it is a pulling guard. And the one thing to do is on base runs, always unblock this guy here on the end. To do that, you press up on your right thumbstick and then put the fire emoji of that guy's head. It'll allow your blockers to get into the next level and get better run blocking. So again, just one last look at it here. And you see, this is why this is going to be good. You're going to have to really pay attention to the passing out of this formation. It is extremely good, and it's just going to allow this halfback power to really open up the defense here with the running. So, bunch of great plays here. Trips tight end offset weak.